Hi, I'm Tim Warchocki, and I am the creator of these robots behind me. They're called Robotki. The term Robotki I coined to mean basically robots and Warchocki. So it kind of combined the two words together, and that's sort of what happened. I create Robotki because it follows a passion of mine, which is science fiction robots. All the old-time science fiction movies I really love. Forbidden Planet has a robot in there that's kind of really unique looking, and I always thought it would be kind of neat to create one or two or several myself. Not being mechanically inclined, I can't really produce working robots, so these are works of art. I make my Robotki robots, I follow a certain procedure, and that is it's not very scientific. I have several boxes of parts that are separated by type, metal or plastic or miscellaneous, and I will dump the box on the floor and just hunt and peck through them in order to find the pieces that work. Most of the parts are garbage. You know, I'm always garbage day. I'm looking in people's garbages and seeing what I can pull out. But other days I'll go to the Goodwill or I'll go to other thrift stores and just see what's there. People are dropping off things at my front door, old mixers and stuff like that, so I'll just glue them together and make whatever I can out of them. A part usually just sings at me. There's no way I could pre-plan it because it's just random. I see a part, it seems to work, I'll screw it together, glue it together, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh, I take it apart and go from there. You know, I don't really have a plan in mind when I do it. I just see something. For instance, there is one in the back there that's made out of parts from a bathroom. It's a soap dispenser and things. So I see in my mind what that robot could be, and then I just find parts to sort of finish it off. The term is called realizing the form from the stone. If I'm a sculptor, I see the finished product inside the stone. Well, in my case, it's a little different. I see a finished robot, and I have to find the parts. The parts actually come to me. Then the process follows from there. How do I put this together so that it lasts? Because if I just glue the thing, it will disintegrate after a while. So I have to figure out if you can bolt them together, or if I have to, you know, screw it or put pop rivets in or something. If somebody drops them, you don't want them to just shatter in pieces. But it is art. It is not meant to be used, and you know they're not that robust. But ideally, I would like to start welding them together. But again, with my materials being so varied, I use metal materials, but I also use computer components. I also use plastic. Sometimes glass. So, you know, it depends on the nature of the pieces that are scattered on the floor as to how I'm going to really put them together. I find that Bondo works really well sometimes too. So that's basically the process, and then I sit there and I stare at it for a while, and then I tweak it a little bit more. So I'm emotionally attached to pretty much only that you see behind me, except for the exception of a few of them they belong to other people. I've kind of borrowed them for this video. I guess my favorite one is this guy right here. He is made out of a bunch of different parts, again, from Goodwill, but the top part of him, he's got a glass dome, and he has a brain. There's a real brain in there. Not a real brain, a real plastic brain. But it's really kind of, he's got a lot of personality because of it. All of my Robotki robots tend to go through I go through a honeymoon phase with them. I've produced, I think, over 100 robots already, and I've only been doing this for about a year. If anybody's interested in going into the field of robotics and building robots, first of all, I'll say that you won't make too much money making these. But the real world of robotics is terrifically exciting, and certainly you should definitely join whatever clubs you can belong to in high school, and then from there you'll have to go to a college that specifically trains you on all the techniques, and you have to probably be an engineer to really put that together. But most notably, one of the reasons why I sort of do what I do is I used to star on a kids show called Rocket Ship 7. I played a character called Captain Comic, and I had interaction with Promo the Robot on the show, and we would have different things happening One of the episodes that comes to mind, the robot hits me in the face with a pie. So, you know, it's just kind of one of those things that I like, so that's why I do it.